What is that delightful aroma?
Oh, that's Old Man River. You get used to it after a while.
Do you mean to say that people really live in this place?
Well, they go through the motions. Tommy, observe yon structure on your left. That is the birthplace of the celebrated butler, Godfrey Smith.
Where are the ashes of Godfrey Park?
Scattered to the winds.
Hello, Duke. Well.
Hiya, Mike. How's tricks? Meet Mr. Gray, Mr. Flaherty.
Mr. Gray, pardon my wet floor. I've been washing out my lingerie.
That's okay.
Hey, Bob, look who's here.
Hiya, Bob.
Well, bust my false teeth.
Say, thanks for the beans, Duke. They got here just in time.
Oh, let the Duke himself. The beans was marvelous, thanks. We had everything but the cans.
Don't thank me, thank Mr. Gray. He's got a corner on the bean market.
Say, is that the same corner that Prosperity's just around?
No, that's another one. Hello, Arthur.
Hello, Duke.
Meet Mr. Gray, Mr. Bellinger.
You look as though you had a job, too. What is this, an epidemic?
Hey, Mike, let's get going.
Well, Duke, we got to run along. This is moving day.
We've got to help some of the boys move their shacks. The dump trucks are crowding in on us a little. We ought to be in the river by early spring.
Sure hope we might be able to float by that time. See you again, Duke.
Right. That little fellow with the bundle of wood under his arm is Bellinger, the Second National. When his bank failed, he gave up everything he had so that his depositors wouldn't suffer.
Not really.
Really. You see, Tommy, there are two kinds of people. Those who fight the idea of being pushed into the river and the other kinds.
Well, after all, things have always been this way for some people. These men are not your responsibility.
They're different ways of having fun.
You have a peculiar sense of humor.
Over here, we have some very fashionable apartment houses. Over there is a very swanky nightclub. While down here, men starve for want of a job. How does that strike you, a sense of humor?
What's all this leading to?
Tommy, there's a very peculiar mental process called thinking. You wouldn't know much about that. But when I was living here, I did a lot of it. One thing I discovered was that the only difference between a derelict and a man is a job. Sit down over here and rest your weary bones. Let me tell you what I wanted to talk to you about.
Well, I'll listen, but I still think that you belong in a psychopathic ward.
Well, you may be right, but let me tell you my plan. And listen with both ears. I have an idea